Welcome to the last video in the Code With Me sections for Chapter 8. In this video, we'll be talking about depreciated table attributes and updating a site with a layout table. First thing I want you to do is go into the Chapter 8 folder. In this folder, you see a bunch of different items, including a folder called Depreciated Table Attributes. What I want you to do is open that and then find the index file right here. Open it in your browser. Now, if you take a look, you notice that it has a bit of information on here, and it has a few pages with depreciated attributes you should avoid. If you inherit a website that uses these attributes, the fix is easy. Just delete them from your code. Once you learn CSS, you can recreate the items. So let's continue. First thing is, with a border. If you recall from the lecture videos, the items with the border have a sample border around them. Without border, well, again with CSS, you don't visually see a border, but the data is still separated. Again, once we go into CSS, we'll learn how to add a border with that. You have a line, and a line is a very outdated attribute, but the tables do have it. You can remove this, and the table will go from the center here, or align center, to just left by itself. Next we have BG color, or background color. Without background color, it's just the default of white or transparent. But with background color, you actually have a background color to the table. Again, a depreciated table attribute. We have cell padding, adding spacing inside the cell. Again, a depreciated attribute. You have cell spacing, space around the cell instead of just the content. You have width. Unfortunately, this is something that is recommended for images but not tables. We'll learn how to specify the actual table with width using CSS. You have align center in the first cell, which means it's going to specifically align the information inside the cell based on the align attribute. Just like a table attribute, the TD attribute works just the same way. Again, we'll learn how to modify this in CSS. And that's about it for this. So in the next one, we're actually going to be working on a layout. So go ahead and go back to your folder and say layout. Open the index file. And now we have a page that is designed with a table. If you take a look at the actual file itself, let's see, layout, index, you can see this page has not been updated in at least 20 years. So it's our job to actually update this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to update things that we recognize. So we're going to update this to HTML5. You see this long list of stuff right here? Yeah, we're going to get rid of that and replace it with the HTML5 doc type. Simple and easy, right? Nice. Save. Visually, no difference. That's okay. All right, HTML, lang. We are specifying which language this is going to fall in. Save. Meta, HTTP, equiv, content type, content text, whatever. We can actually shorten that to just charset. Nice and easy. Okay, now comes the fun part. We're going to delete the opening table, table row, and table data tags from line 10 to 12 to ensure the H1 element moves to line 10. So all this right here, get rid of it. Delete the closing tags from lines 12 to 15. Lines 12 to 15. Just the H2, okay? Delete the closing tag, TD, TR, and TR tags from 33 to 35. Make sure we have that correct. Whoop, I missed one. There we go. 33 to 35. Delete the closing TR and table. Okay, now we have removed the depreciated table layout. If you save and refresh, you notice that our content now is just left aligned. So now we need to go back and modify this information so that it is split up appropriately. First thing is, let's go in the first area and add a header tag. We're going to wrap the H1 and the closing paragraph tag inside a header. Next, we're going to actually wrap the next section in an A side because it's just a subsection of the actual concept. I'm going to wrap everything up to the unordered list inside of an A side. There we go. All right, next we're going to have the main content, and the main content goes all the way to main, right there. And the last thing is this pesky little TD right here. Well, we don't have a table, so TD by itself won't do anything. Instead, let's make that a footer. Get rid of the extra text. This TD. Close the footer. Good. Okay, let's just make things nice and tidy with paragraph tags. Okay. We good? We got the header, we got the A side, got the main, got the footer, we close the body. Save, refresh, and visually there's no difference, but we can still clean this up and work with it. Okay, we got all that. Okay. Content is now well structured in the optimal order. Optimally, you might want to consider adding phrase elements such as cite, abbreviation, or ABBR, and others to further enhance the structure. You can go ahead and clean this up with the Beautify extension. There we go. Save, and if you want, go ahead and validate this. Validator. Validate by file upload or validate by direct input. Either way, copy, paste, check, and we are good. Nice green box. Once we learn more CSS, we can actually modify this to look just like the table we had before, but not in a table format. So, hopefully anything you do with updating old sites is this easy. If not, you may have a bit of time or a bit of challenge on your hands with a lot of time. Okay, so that is everything for Chapter 8 in the Code With Me videos. If you have any questions regarding Chapter 8 or any of the videos, please contact me via email or on Twitter, and I'll get back to you with the best possible answer. Until then, please make sure you jump onto the Chapter 8 assignments, as they may be a little hard as you get in with the practice. Hopefully they won't be too hard. If you have issues, please contact me. Otherwise, we're moving on to Chapter 9 and Forms.